Oh, good afternoon, or good evening, or good day, whatever time is appropriate for you. My name is James Oliver, and what I'd like to do is introduce the course to you, methodology for how the weeks are put together, grading, various housekeeping um, events like that. So let's get started. It is nice to meet you, and I hope that this will be a good semester for everybody. Well, let's start with the basics of the course. I try to keep my lectures relatively short um, so as not to be long, and I will have multiple lectures rather than one long one. It's better to have short lectures. You can listen to a lecture fairly quickly and learn something, and then um, maybe have multiple lectures to make a longer lecture but shorter portions. So this could be potentially one of my longer lectures covering the course. So let's talk about the basics of the course. This class is discussing the methodologies that lead to developing a library's collection. Um, there's a lot of different steps that take place in collection development. And so through the weeks of this class, we'll talk about the different methods that are used to develop a library's collection and how to go about it. So it's going to discuss the methods that lead to developing a library's collection, but it's also going to cover the resources that are used to collect materials and the staff that is used to collect materials. I'm afraid I jumped forward too fast. The terms that I use are related to libraries. However, these methods can be used to develop any kind of information center. A media center for a school, information center for some universities. The terms are going to be used for public libraries, media centers, information centers, academic libraries, even prison libraries. It covers whatever type of library you might be thinking of. So this lecture, I kind of jumped ahead a little bit, will cover the methods used in the class for grading and for learning. Now, the course methodology is the course uses modules, and each module represents a week of the class. I see a week as beginning on Monday and ending on Sunday. Therefore, you would expect to follow a sequence from Monday to Sunday. So in a discussion week, I would expect all the discussions to occur between Monday and Sunday. Now, the class is asynchronous, so that means that you can access the class whenever you wish and use it however you wish. I may have occasions where I have an interactive session, but these interactive sessions, if I have any, are optional. They're not required for the class. I might talk about how a process goes. I'll try to record it, and if anybody has questions, they can always ask me. So, how I view this is you should read and view any lectures that is provided before beginning the discussions. In other words, you should operate from the perspective that what you get out of the discussions come from the readings and lectures and any material provided. And you need to respond on the discussions each week. I say in the syllabus, you need to present each week, you need to have an independent topic yourself and respond to someone else's topic. At the minimum, I expect you to create one discussion and respond to one discussion each week. Now, the syllabus includes the topics for each week, but I reserve the right to change anything if I give appropriate notice. Now, the first project is a group project, and the rest of the assignments are individual. With the group project, I will grade everyone on a group the same, whereas the rest are individual. However, there is a research paper at the end, which is worth 25% of your final grade. And other than the textbook, I will provide any other documentation, videos, readings, anything for the class. So you are expected to have the textbook, to read the textbook. I will have pages from the textbook for each section. However, anything else I will provide. And again, as I said, each week there's a discussion page. And you may discuss anything. You may discuss the lectures, the book, or any related topic that you feel will interest the class on that week's topic. What I will do is I will look for each week. I will base the grading on Monday to Sunday. However, if you respond on a previous topic, which is perfectly fine, mind you, I am looking at the Monday to Sunday range for each week. Now, as far as grades go, I have no quizzes or tests. The grades are based entirely on the assignments and the discussions. The assignments are posted in depth on Canvas, and I require you, as I said before, to access the course page on Canvas weekly and participate in the discussions. I will read the discussions and I will comment on the discussions. It's not just me doing the lectures or something of that nature and just letting you discuss the topic. I am a participant in the discussions. I read all the discussions. I may not comment on every discussion, but I will comment on the discussion page. I also use the student analytics that are provided by Canvas. So I am looking at how often do you use the discussions, but I also look how often do you access the pages to learn, say, watch the lectures or various things. I can see all these different things. Now, as I said, the assignments are written papers. And depending on the assignment, I can also accept files such as PowerPoint or videos if it's appropriate. Bottom line is we talk about the topics, we talk about the things, but I can pretty much handle everything. Now, the first assignment, as I said, is the only group project. It is based on user studies. In other words, we will discuss it a little bit further, but how do you determine who the users are for the library and what do they need? And the document is often called a needs assessment. You're assessing the needs of the community. Another document that you'll have to provide is a collection development document or a collection development policy. And then also there'll be a selection resource document. When I talk about journals, they're your observations on anything that occurred during a certain period of time, and then finally a research paper on a topic of your choice. The percentage, the points that you earn for each one represents that percentage of the class. Again, grades based on participation. You don't actually... The participation grade is based on what I've seen as each person's participation in the pages. Now, I have two additional Canvas discussions which are not graded at all. One is a virtual office, an opportunity for you to contact me where you would ask a question that the class could see and I would respond. So it's basically like an office hour that's publicly available. If you have something that's more private, you should send me an email. But if it's something that you can ask, that you want the rest of the class to hear you ask, that's what the virtual office is. The cafe is a page where you can post anything, like cat videos or pictures of your pet or whatever you choose to share with the students in the class. Now, I hope that within this one, I've given you kind of an overview of the class. Any questions, you can always ask me. You can feel free to email me. I hope this is going to be a good semester for all of us, and I look forward to meeting each of you online. If you have any questions for me, feel free to email me. Once the class gets underway, if it's something that you want to share with the other students as a question, that's what the virtual office is for. But otherwise, always feel free to email me. Thank you very much.